Let's do one more for good luck. We're going to come up from the center, so the backs of the wrists are going to come together. I'm going to start to look up. Turn like you're going over the top of the head. Palms start to go turn up as the head comes neutral, push out. And then back in, come down. Hang on a sec. Do that again. So we're going from here. So we finished the 3 sets. We're going up through the center. Look up. Palms start to turn up, head neutral. Exhale, arms out. Empty. Inhale. Hold it in as you push up. Exhale as you go down. Empty. Inhale. Hold right in as you push up. Exhale. One more. Okay, you have 2 distinct movements there. This is called a jade lady. So it works the right channel, Surya, and the left channel, Janu. Yeah? So you'll feel the difference with the right and left channel here. And this, of course, is going to be the central channel. Okay, so it's a very mild form of pranayama. So from here we'll do a little bit with the hand movements. So let's see what you remember. Do you remember this one? What's he doing? The yoni mudra. Yeah? So let's have a look. I'll show you again. This would be a bit of a laugh, huh? Alright, so let me just remind myself how best to show this to you. Okay. Alright, so you have your palms together. And I'm going to cross my ring fingers. Palms together, cross your ring fingers. Now with my index finger, I'm going to reach back and grab those ring fingers. That's the hardest part. Right? So from together, ring fingers separate, index fingers reach back, pull on those ring fingers. So I've got my middle fingers together, my thumbs are together. So you're kind of like this. Yeah? But don't panic if you don't get it. It takes a bit of practice. Now if I've got that, I'm going to separate my thumbs and I've got to get my little fingers to come back under without losing the pull on those ring fingers. Right? So that's the most important thing. So you've got to get hold of those ring fingers even if it's not a great pull just yet. So I want to get my little fingers to come under and then cross over. So you like so. Funny. Now, if you got that far, then you press the thumb onto the little finger. Okay, I'm going to go through that again. So let's hold it if you got it. You may not get it again. Hold it if you got it, right? Otherwise, we can start again. So ring fingers cross. Index, keep your middle fingers together. Keep your little fingers, keep your thumbs together, right? So it's your ring finger and your index you're working. With the ring fingers apart, you're going to hook them with the index finger. You got to go back and around. That's the hard part. Yeah. Then you keep pulling on them, the thumbs come apart, and I got to get my little fingers to come. So I'm going to keep separating, and I get my little fingers to come under and come in front. Yeah. I could do it another way, but it's going to be more confusing than this. Okay, so you can just go over the recording a couple times till you get it. Boom. And you pin those little fingers like so. So that's the yoni. Then we have the lingam. So the thumb comes to the little finger as the little finger points up. So you just went from here to here. Okay. Here to here. Okay, those two. Now, the third one is the lotus mudra. This is the easiest one. Yeah, it's just the spread. It's like a flower blossoming. Yeah, and that comes here. Yeah, the fourth one, you cross all the fingers. Middle fingers come together, and then you touch the pads of the index and the thumb. Majani movement. Okay. This is related to the pericardium. Okay? So all I did was interlace, straighten my middle, and connect my index and my thumb. Okay? Alright, so that's the four. We're going to go through those. You just do your best. Remember playing with these at first when I was exposed, it took me ages to get them. My hands were very stiff. So, well, once you got them, you got them. Alright, so we'll try the yoni again, okay? So, palms together, ring fingers separate. Ring fingers separate with the palms together. Get your index finger to come around and grab those ring fingers. If you got that far, well done. It might be as far as you get. Then you let the palms separate, keeping hold of those ring fingers. I'm going to try to get my little finger to come forward. Then I'm going to separate the ring fingers with my thumbs. And I bring the hands down here. Okay. Now the sound that goes with this one is the chew sound, the kidney sound. So I'll take a breath in to the kidneys. Chew sound. If you can't get the hands, don't worry, just make the sound. Inhale to the kidneys. One more. Inhale to the kidneys. Now, keeping hold, if you got to that far, you keep all the little fingers, but now you're going to release them, and you're going to take your thumb to the base of the little fingers, and the little fingers are pointing upright. It's the lingam. Okay? You stretch those middle fingers away from you, pull on those ring fingers with your index fingers. Sounds like all complicated with all these fingers, but you'll get it eventually. Now, the sound for this one is the liver sound, so the shh. Yeah, so just make the sound if you haven't got the hands. Inhale. Again, inhale to the liver. Exhale. One more. Exhale. You release the hands. Come into the lotus mudra, so you should all be able to do this one reasonably comfortably. Get the base of the little finger, thumb, wrist together. Spread the fingers open like a flower. Bring the base of the thumb to the heart. The sound from the lotus mudra is the ha, ha, ha. So focus on the heart. Inhale. Inhale to the heart. One more. Good. And we finish with the pericardium, which doesn't have a sound. It's not an organ. So you're going to interlace keep the middle finger together, interlace the other fingers. So middle finger together, other fingers interlaced. Join the thumb, the pad of the thumb and the index finger to touch. So it's like a loop. Closed loop. In that middle finger straight, and then you bring the base of the thumb to the heart, sitting up. So this one relates to the pericardium, which wraps around the heart, protects the heart. The heart, sometimes you work with the heart, you can increase the fire of the heart too much. It's called a blazing heart. So we have to temper that fire with the pericardium, which protects it, keeps it cool. So allow your awareness to drop into the heart space. Keep a rhythmic breath, but just a quiet, rhythmic breath. And ask yourself silently, I would like to enter the tiny space of my heart. Small space at the back of the heart. The house, the home of the Atman, the true self. The tiny space of the heart has been equated to a cave or a hidden room, quiet, sequestered space to feel love, compassion, and forgiveness. Gently release the hands. Releasing your legs. You're going to lie on your back. Now remember your towel. Hopefully you have it. So before you lie down, let me just show you what I want you to do. So we're running out of time. So I have it like so. Now there's different things you can use, but the towel is simple enough. So I'm going to wrap that around from the back of my head. So you want to fold it at least in half if you've got this big a towel. At least in half. Maybe even a little bit more. I'm going to wrap it so that the two ends are going to be towards the front, because if they're in the back, they're just going to get a bit crumpled, right? So if I just watch me for a moment, so I'm just going to place it around the back of the head. I take one, so you want to cover the ears and the eyes. Now when you're lying down flat, the top part will probably stay in place. If I'm sitting upright, it's just going to fall, right? So when you lie on your back, it'll be different. They're not ideal for the purpose, but they'll do the job. So cover the ear, cover the eye, make sure it's reasonably tight, and then lie on your back. You can adjust it so that your eyes are better covered or your ears are covered, but there's a tightness once you've wrapped the towel. And then you're just going to let your arms come by your sides. Spread the shoulders, the buttocks on the floor. So ideally your eyes and your ears are covered, so it's a way with